Since the 1.16 Nether update came out, so many people have decided to start speedrunning. The majority of people decide to start running a category called 1.16 RSG any percent glitchless. Main thing to focus about in this category is the fact that it says RSG. This means random seed glitchless, meaning you have to run Minecraft on a random seed without any glitches in the fastest time you possibly can. This is by far the most popular speedrun category of all time, not just in Minecraft, in speedrunning in general. This also happens to be a category over on Bedrock Edition. But unlike Java Edition, it's actually not Bedrock Edition's most popular category. Bedrock Edition's most popular category is actually 1.16 SSG any percent glitchless. The difference between SSG and RSG is the fact that SSG means set seed glitchless, meaning you run Minecraft on a set seed instead of a random seed like RSG. This allows any player to get super fast times whether you're a beginner or a super advanced speedrunner. But recently, one of the biggest breakthroughs in 1.16 SSG any percent glitchless for Bedrock Edition happened. The 3-minute barrier has been broken by none other than Kobra, and in today's video, I'm gonna be explaining how Kobra grinded his way up to the top and got the first sub 3 Bedrock SSG speedrun. Before I get into Kobra's run, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown on how Bedrock SSG works. You first type in the seed 564030617 and that loads you into an insane seed. This seed spawns you in a village with the stronghold right underneath. This is the one thing Bedrock has over Java, the fact that strongholds have a chance of spawning over villages. And because Bedrock only allows you to spawn in 4 different biomes, you can spawn right above a stronghold village if you're lucky enough. Continuing on, the way you run this seed is you instantly turn around and run to a nearby house. In this house, you can get a bed for the 1 cycle, some food to eat, and a bit of wood so you can craft some stuff. Then you leave the house and go to a nearby toolsmith where you can get a pickaxe and some iron. Then you can run down to a nearby blacksmith, which on 1.17 you can actually get 7 obsidian from this chest, but on 1.16 you can't, so it causes for a little bit of slower overworlds, but that's still fine. Then you can leave the blacksmith with enough iron for a bucket and a sword. And in 1.16 SSG runs, you run to a second toolsmith and get some food from that chest since you don't get that much in the other houses. Then you make a crafting table and craft a bucket, and if you're on 1.16, craft a sword as well. Then you get some water that's placed in the farm, and then you can do either 2 options. You can run deeper into the forest where you can find a cave that enters right into the portal room, or you can go down another cave which enters into the stronghold, and then you can travel around a little bit and then enter the portal room. Each routes take about the same amount of time, but it's all up to personal preference which route you do. After either taking the forest route or the stronghold route, you'll end up in the portal room. Then all you need to do is build your portal using the lava that you find in the stronghold. After a little bit of grinding on this seed, you should be able to enter the nether in about 1 minute and 15 seconds every single time. Then when you enter the nether, you spawn into a bastion and you have to build up so you can get the gold blocks in the chalice. You can either just use the piglins that you get on the top half of the bastion, or you can build a little staircase so you can get every piglin in the bottom half and the top half of the bastion to do your trades with. Then you want to complete your trades, aiming to get about 13 to 16 pearl trades, enough string so you can craft the rest of your beds and some fire res potions for the fortress. Once you've done this, there's 3 options you can take. In some versions, you can pearl to the triple chest of the bastion and get a looting sword and a crossbow from there. You can also throw a pearl straight to the blaze spawner so you can start your blaze fire quickly. Or if you don't have enough pearls, you can jump down and then build up to the blaze spawner. It is a little bit slower, but it doesn't really matter. Then all you need to do is drink or throw a fire resistance potion that you got from your bastion trades and then kill your blazes. You want to get 5 blaze rods since you only need 10 eyes of ender to enter the end. You could be really lucky with this or really unlucky with this. You could either get 5 blaze rods from 5 blazes, or you might take a really long time and get 5 blaze rods from like 15 to 20. You could also get pretty average rates, which is about 5 blaze rods for 10 blaze kills. Once you've acquired all your blaze rods, you have another 2 options you can take. You can either pearl back to the bastion or walk back to the bastion. Pearling is faster, but if you don't have enough pearls, just walk instead. Then you want to enter back through your nether portal and hope you don't get hit by any piglins or piglin brutes. Once you've entered back through your nether portal, you can do a few things. If you haven't already, you want to craft your beds and then organize your hotbar for the 1 cycle. Then you want to craft your eyes of ender and then fill in the end portal frames, and then you enter the end. All you need to do now is hope that the dragon perches so you can complete your 1 cycle. If you don't already know how to 1 cycle, I'll leave a link in the description so you can learn it for yourself. Now that I've covered that, let's get into Kobra's 2 minute and 55 second 1.16 SSG any percent glitchless Minecraft speedrun. Kobra basically does the overworld like everybody else does. He turns around and sprints right to the first house. He loots the chest with the wood and the food and then takes the bed. Then he travels to the toolsmith and then takes the pickaxe and the iron ingot he gets from it. Then he leaves the toolsmith and travels over to the blacksmith where he gets some more iron. While he's running over to the second toolsmith, he throws out any extra iron that he doesn't need. Once he arrives at the second toolsmith, he breaks the window and then takes the food from the chest. He then makes a crafting table and crafts a sword for the blaze fire and a bucket for the portal and the 1 cycle. He then runs to the farm, scoops the water up with his bucket, and then does the stronghold route. He enters the stronghold at 31 seconds, which is a really good pace. He then runs through the stronghold using his wood planks and placing them for head hitters. This allows him to shave a little bit of time off since he's moving a little bit faster while he's hitting his head on the blocks. After navigating through the stronghold while placing head hitters, he finally reaches the portal room at 45 seconds. He then uses the bucket of water and places it on the wall, filling it back up with lava and placing the lava down. This can also be known as making a nether portal. After building his portal, he uses the woodlight technique to enter the nether at 1 minute flat. He enters into the nether straight into the bastion without blocking himself off. He just builds straight up to the chalice. He then starts doing his trades at 1 minute and 20 seconds and immediately finishes his trades at 1 minute and 40 seconds. Believe it or not, this isn't the fastest someone has done a bridge route on Bedrock Edition. People have actually done it in like 15 seconds or less before, but doing it in 20 seconds is still insanely fast and faster than most people ever will. He checks his trades and has enough pearls, string, and fire resistance for the rest of his run. Instead of pearling to the triple chest of the bastion or walking down and then building up to the blaze spawner, he decides to throw a risky pearl and block clutch up to the blaze spawner. He then enters the fortress at 1 minute and 40 seconds and then waits for the first blaze cycle. First blaze cycle happens and he gets 5 blazes from that and manages to get 4 rods from it. He then waits for the second blaze cycle while crafting his beds and organizing his hotbar at the same time. Then the second blaze cycle happens and he kills 2 more blazes and manages to get his 5th and final rod. He then leaves the fortress at 2 minutes, once again having a 20-second split. He then throws a pearl back to the bastion and exits the nether at 2 minutes and 9 seconds, meaning he almost had a sub-1 nether split. Here you would normally craft your beds and organize your hotbar and then enter the nether so you can do the 1 cycle quickly. Because he already crafted his beds and organized his hotbar in the fortress, he doesn't need to do any of that and then just craft his eyes of ender and enter the end. All Kobra needs to do now is make his way out of the cage and then hope for an instant dragon perch. And because this is Bedrock SSG, why wouldn't it be an instant dragon perch? I'll let you watch the 1 cycle for yourself. Yep, Kobra decides to do the risky play and pull off an insane jump 1 cycle. Congratulations to him on the insane new SSG world record and first sub 3. As always, if you haven't already, go subscribe to Kobra. His link of the channel will be in the description and I really recommend you go check him out. And if you enjoyed my analysis enough, please consider subscribing to me too, as I am trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed and I hope I see you in the next video. Goodbye everyone.